Hello everyone, we are finally doing a stream this year, so first stream of the year, Pokemon HeartGold, and I would have streamed sooner, but just been really busy and just stuff came up, so yeah. All the times I could have streamed, I just ended up watching movies and playing games with my girlfriend. I have gotten here into the older FIFA and Pro games, so basically we've been playing those a lot, and yeah, we spent some days where we would play upwards of like 4 or 5 hours, just match after match, just normal little crap matches like exhibitions, nothing serious. So just didn't have time for other games because here in the internet kinda sucks. We had to play with a lot of lag, and yeah, that would just made the matches longer. Anyways, so the stream is running and everything, so just double checking that everything is working. Alright, everything works, so let's just send out the Discord notifications and get started. So we're doing a challenge today. The challenge is I cannot evolve things. I had written the message for Discord and I think I accidentally closed it. Discord just forgot it. Oh well. So give me a moment everyone, I'll just have to type it out. Anyways, so for the rule set in the meantime, I cannot use final stage evolutions, and I cannot use shops. So I could go for completely little cap, but if I do that, then I have to use items or overlevel myself. And if I overlevel myself, then that would be bad. Okay, Discord notifications are out. Let's get started. Okay, I need no info needed. Forgot I didn't have the D-pad as controls. I have the analog stick, so I'll need to get used to that, because I've been playing some Platinum, and for that I do have the D-pad, because it's a different installation. Anyways, with that said, let's get the settings from mom. Now I could do like a set mode for extra challenge and whatnot, but I think this is already challenging enough because we have to use not fully evolved things, and also this is a clean ROM, so nothing is really changed. And let's pick let's go for this. I don't remember using it anytime soon. So I could have gone for a set mode, just to add some to the challenge, but the fact that I have limited heals, limited Pokeballs, limited everything because I cannot use shops is very big already. Anyways, with that said, we save because I need a good starter. Now for starters, Totodile is the best for this particular situation. So Quilava is great and it does get Eruption, but it just isn't bulky enough and doesn't have many good options besides just Eruption spam. Totodile is going to help us a lot more in the early game, and Crocono has some pretty good stats. I cannot evolve to Feraligatr, but I can get to Crocono. So I need... I kinda need a plus speed nature. Like, absolutely. So we'll have to reset a bit. If I find a shiny, I'm just grabbing the shiny. In this game, shiny starters will show up on the previous screen. Ooh, Adamant. This is actually really nice. And it has some good speed EVs. Okay, I'll just take this. I'll regret it, but it's fine. The two options are either Jolly, where you use it with just muscle band or something to slightly boost the damage, or Adamant, where we'll have to use it with Choice Scarf to make up for the low speed. Alright, let's go. So again, we cannot evolve to Crocono, to Feraligatr, but we can evolve to Crocono because it's the final stage that matters. We cannot get the final stage. Now, as for what I'll do for Pokeballs, I need to basically scavenge as hard as I can for them. Alright. Tempted to go kill some Spearows, but I don't want to risk it. Not Spearows, Geodudes, but I don't want to risk running into a Spearow that outspeeds me. There shouldn't be one, but I'd rather play it safe. It's not a Nuzlocke or anything, but no need to take risks this early on. Let's just get through it. Okay. We'll get the running shoes from the old man. Normally I just edit the ROM to get the shoes from the start. Same for the Pokédex. Saves time. Anyways, he gives us the still warm shoes of his. He just takes them off and gives them to us. Okay. So here we have the shops and we are not allowed to buy anything from shops. So to explain the rule, if it has the shop menu, then I cannot use it. There are some things we can buy because it's from like a yes-no dialogue, like the Rage Candy Bar. I can buy that. I cannot buy anything from this menu. So if this menu pops up, it's banned. So that's the second rule. So no fully evolved things or things that cannot evolve, because that would just defeat the purpose of using unevolved things. Now, I picked this game specifically because it does not have Eviolite. I was thinking of maybe doing black or white, but those have Eviolite. And let's be honest, an unevolved challenge with Eviolite is not exactly difficult. I also picked this game because I didn't want to have to do something too complicated, as in it's easier than the others for the most part, because for a lot of the game you're just fighting unevolved things as well. So it's going to be a more relaxed challenge. It's still going to be a challenge against the important NPCs, but it will be much more relaxed. Now I want to get a tiny bit more experience. Now, what I'll do for Pokeballs, besides just scavenge, is I'm going to just spend a Pokeball or a Great Ball on an Apom and hope that it will have the pickup ability, because that way we'll have a very solid chance of getting a Pokeball, and then I'm going to chuck it in the daycare to level it up, because pickup is based on the level. So if we level it up, we'll be able to get ourselves better items. Right. I thought with level 10 I would just barely kill it with 2 scratches. Oh well. Let's go. Now I will have to be very selective about what I catch, because not everything is worth it. I know I'll get a Geodude, because Graveler, even without evolving, is actually quite decent. And we could even rely on like Explosion for just a big bunch of damage if need be, so it's quite good. Unfortunately not Gen 5 sturdy, but that would make things too easy. Now, what do we name here? Him, so I was thinking Karen for this time. I've basically run out of names to name him, so red hair, Karen. Or we can go for the ironic manager. But now let's go for... I could go for something like Ginger, but no, let's go Karen. He wants to see the manager. Okay, we'll give him the egg. We'll get it back later. I could raise the egg just to get a free Pokemon. The egg will always know extrasensory, no matter what it is. So even if you randomize the egg through one of the randomizer programs, whatever hatches will always, it's hard-coded to be an extrasensory user. Now, we get 5 balls if I remember correctly. So with these 5 balls, we'll have to last for a while. So I need to be very, very specific with what I catch. So first things first, we are going to grab a Geodude. Geodude is just absolutely amazing for the early game, and even later on it can still do some nice things, because it has pretty high defense while it has fairly solid attack stat, I call it. Spearow we don't care about. Spearow is a good in the sense that it's a really strong early game. I needed to get on like 1 HP just to guarantee the kill. Okay. Please get caught on the first ball, and please do not have a sucky nature. Come on. Okay. Now, moment of truth. Does the nature suck? The ability doesn't really matter But if it's Rockhead, that will be much better than Sturdy. So that will be one thing. So let's see. Bashful, that's actually pretty fine. Full neutral. And Rockhead, so it's almost perfect. Now, to switch train it a tiny bit. I don't mind that it's level 2. There's barely any difference between how long it takes to raise a level 2 and a level 3 one. Just like 3 level 3s that I have to kill Coop. So, Geodude is the first thing we add to the team. Besides Geodude, I know for a fact I want to get Magmar. That's why I didn't go for Cyndaquil, because Magmar is better than Eruption Quilava in pretty much every way. Then, if possible, I want to get an Electabuzz, but that will be kinda tricky because we have to do the Safari Zone. And that will be kinda troublesome, because in order to get the Electabuzz from the Safari Zone, you have to get the Safari Zone and then get the ability to put props, which happens 3 hours after you do the first mission. Also, I should get myself a fly user. So I'll have to pick something that can use fly, but isn't fully evolved, and can actually keep up with evolved things. Very few things match that description. Maybe a Pidgeotto could work, just barely. Okay, we'll get Rock Polish. And we go heal. Okay, so we have 4 balls to decide on the next team member. Wait, did I get the... Yeah, I did. Okay. It's... Didn't remember if I got the Apricorn from the first route. Now I need Geodude. Wait, I do want to have you. So I need Geodude to learn Rock Throw, just for the gym, because we. Oh yeah, this one is not a trainer. So for the gym, I want Totodile to be like level 14 and Geodude level 14. Just to one-shot the Pidgeotto. Oh. Although even at 14, it will be tricky. Now I could catch this to get myself an Onix, but honestly I couldn't care less. I'm skipping through. I will also need a cat user. And I could make use of Primo, giving us a free egg. I think getting the free egg from Primo is going to be quite helpful, because I get to save 1 Pokeball. When I don't know how many Pokeballs I'll end up using throughout the game. So, yeah. So Primo has a few eggs he can give you. It's Slagma, Marip, and what else? Slagma, Marip, and one other. Anyways, free Pokeball, very useful, and then the potion. Okay, Rock Throw. I don't want Mud Sport. Not going to be any useful. We'll train a tiny little bit here. Do I get a Pidgey before we move on? I do need a fly user. Yeah, let's grab a Pidgey. Yeah, I will just use Totodile to get it. I need to get it as low as possible. Okay, so we need a cat user and we need a fly user. Can I combine Farfetch'd? But I'll have to use a Pokeball anyways. Okay, we get the bite, that's nice. I don't really care about raids. Okay. So, for starters, we find a Pidgey. It lives. So, I'll catch this. Gets caught. This is my cat user. I don't need a fly user right away, so we can hold off a bit. What stats does the Bellsprout have? Calm nature, kinda trash. But it's here just as an HM slave. Flash and cut, nothing else. Oh, I think it also gets Rock Smash. Now we cannot use shops. I want to get the free item real quick. So over here there's a Great Ball. And there's another one up here, but yeah, I need Rock Smash for this. We'll be back. Okay, can Bellsprout learn Rock Smash? No. Oh well. Sprout Tower. Oh wait. So in the middle of the island here, there's another Pokeball. Very useful in this kind of challenge where I cannot use shops. Now, in here we can potentially get a Ghastly. I know I'll get a Kadabra later. I'll get an Abra and evolve it into Kadabra. But should I get a Ghastly too, just for the extra special attacker? Because both Ghastly and Kadabra are really good, like they are pretty much evolved, like final stage level as far as damage goes. It's just that they can't take a hit. So they're like absolute glass cannon, so those could actually work very well. hindsight, I could have gotten I could have gotten a Ratata as a cat user. It's just that I'm thinking of also having a flash user this playthrough. And under the... oh, this is a glitch that happens on this moon. We'll have to reset the game. Wait, oh yeah, Ghastly is only at night. So never mind. We're not getting Ghastly, at least not now. Paralyze heal. Of course it misses. Okay, and now we use the Totodile for the rest of the guys here, because they are higher level. And I need Totodile to also level up a bit. Alright, so here on the top floor the trainers are going to be like level 6 and 7. And no, I'm not into the... yeah, I didn't want to say it. Let's say 7 and 6. And then the head monk is like level 11 to 12, I think. I'm vehemently against brain rot. Like, I cannot tolerate brain rot. If it was up to me, I would just completely ban all those brain rot apps. Like, so we do kinda want Scary Face over Lear, because throughout the game we'll have to fight fully evolved things, but we won't be fully evolved. So if I'm up against something really fast, I want to have the option to make it slower. Alright, let's go to the gym. With Geodude at the level it's at, the gym should be one-shots. And since this time, for once, I finally don't have a minus speed Geodude, we are pretty much set. Because I won't get outsped by the PG that Faulkner has. And that means I can just one-shot it with Rock Throw. As long as Rock Throw doesn't miss, I should be just one-shotting everything. Never mind. Okay, went for Tackle. That's great. And we get Magnitude. Defense Curl will help against Whitney. But do I lose Tackle? Yeah, fine. Let's lose Tackle. I think that was a critical, because it did a bit too much damage for a non-critical. Roost removes the flying type, so it makes it a pure normal type. Now let's go grab the egg. I cannot use the shop, but I can still enter. Then I will get a much needed heal. Alright. And off we go. Okay, Miracle Seed. Now let's get the egg from Primo. So there's this website that lets you find the code that you need. I just need to look it up because, yeah. Alright, so secret code generator. Then we need trainer ID is 64446. Really nice number. Just satisfying how it's just 6 on either side, then 4 in the middle. Okay, HeartGold, Soul Silver, English, calculate. Alright. So, Marip, Whooper, or Slugma. Out of the three, Marip is the only one that's actually viable. Because Fluffy can actually kinda keep up thanks to the utility moves it gets. So we need to type in rock, school, oh my, is that how you feel about me? I never thought of it that way before. Anyways, so Serene Grace Mold Breaker. Serene Grace Mold Breaker. You're no ordinary fan knowing such a thing. You're a trainer, right? I'll pull some strings for you. I think I can swing a deal and give you this egg. You take good care of it. Marip egg from Primo. Alright. So that's yet another thing on the team. Since for quite a long time, we are not getting any more Pokemon on the team. At least until we get into Ilex Forest and get cut. Do I also get a Rattata? Let's go grab a Rattata. Is it just Pidgeys? Okay. So first route and Sprout Tower. Let's go to the tower, since it's only Rattatas, so easier to find. Okay, level 3, that's actually really good. Okay, lower the health as much as we can, and we catch first chance. So, Adamant Nature, if only we could evolve this, and it has guts. If we could evolve it, it would be really, really nice. So we give it Rock Smash, just so we can do the Ruins of Alph for the extra items. I need to scavenge for items left and right. It's very important. So we've gotten that one, then we have the item on the rock here. Rare candy. That could be useful. Now, through Rock Smash we can also get things like revives, which would be really useful. But I'm not going to go out of my way using Rock Smash. I just don't want to spend the like 20 hours just breaking rocks. Escape. So after we read it, we need to use the escape rope we found earlier. I would have used it already to get out of the tower, but get some much needed heals. And then if we do the puzzle, we will also enable the unknown. Very difficult puzzle. Totally not made so that a 3-year-old can beat it. And we get the unknown report. I don't care about the unknown though. Okay, level 16, that's more than good enough for now. I need to train the Totodile a bit. Because next gym is just going to be with Geodude. Geodude just hard sweeps, even Scyther. So it's just going to be rock throw spam throughout the entire gym. I thought that was the photographer guy for a moment. Now, unfortunately, I do not have cut yet to get the move over there behind the cut tree. I think it's a move. But there are some nice items we can get while going through the route here. Up here there's a repel, which will be quite useful when going through the cave. Nah. Then we have the great ball over there in the grass. Okay, bullet seed. We will get our own electric fluffy sip very soon. Okay, water absorb, just have to make sure. Then we just bite everything. As long as the two polywogs don't put me to sleep with hypnosis every time, we should be fine. It's not raining. Sometimes in this route it rains and they have shift streams, so they become quite a bit of an issue. And this guy has one level 15 Magikarp, which normally is not an issue, but I remember one time when I was doing a randomizer, right, and he got randomized to have a level 15 Palkia there, which kinda whooped me. I did beat him, but I had to use items a fair bit to get past. Okay, we get the rod. I don't think I'll get anything though, because I can't really get Gyarados. If I get Magikarp, I'm just stuck with Magikarp. Now we get the items here. Now I can evolve to Croconaw, but I want to get some moves earlier. And it's not like I'll use the Geodude through the cave, so I will definitely level up again. It's only for like 1 or 2 levels anyways. Okay, X speed. X items are going to be extremely important against some fights. So any X items I get, I need to save for two specific fights. Claire and not Lance, Karen. Lance is actually going to be easier than Karen. Because Lance sure is good, but like once we get the full team I plan to get, he won't really be that much trouble, at least the first time through. Because if I get the Electabuzz that I want to get, and I have Kadabra, I have a Haunter, and so on, then I just need a strong Ice type move to deal with the dragons, and this is the move I was waiting for. And now we can evolve. This is just to get it one level earlier in case I don't have time to get it by the time we are fighting Bugsy. Also, sorry for any brain farts. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. Because every time I try to sleep, someone will come and wake me up. Like, right before the stream I was just peacefully sleeping, and then my mother calls me. Like, on the phone. Like, I barely get any rest these days. Now, as soon as we get Headbutt, we can get ourselves a Napalm in this place, which means we will have a pickup user. Also, usually, by this point, the eggs are about to hatch. Togepi is about to hatch. Okay, Kurt falls down. Now, where he falls down, after you do the well stuff, if you come here, he will have dropped a Great Ball. It's a very cheekily hidden item. Okay, the glitch again, but I'll just reset after. This is basically a memory leak thing on Desmoom. It doesn't happen on other emulators. Like, it doesn't happen on Nocast GBA. But nobody uses Nocast GBA. Okay. Please have a good nature. Relaxed, come on. It will always have extrasensory, so if it ends up having a good nature, it's very much worth getting. Sadly, trust nature. Anyways, Super Potion, very, very useful. When we are on finite heals. Okay. Oh, I was confused why nothing was happening. I thought something was off when it was a Slowpoke that appeared. Not the rocket fight. Alright, so this guy can get some free balls. So I will get some of his balls because I cannot buy anymore, so it's only what I can get through like through the pickup on the iPom that I'll catch, and here the Great Ball. Yeah, let's do the gym. With Rock Throw, as long as I don't miss. No, I do want this. Actually, do I get it? I'll give up on it and just get Explosion later. It's all good. Since it's not like I have anything to use self-destruct on, I could use it on the Miltank, but I'd rather just kill the Miltank straight up. Okay, Rock Throw. Doing the twins. How many power points do I have? 6. I think it's just barely enough. Yeah. But wait, I'm also missing a tiny bit of health. I know I can take a U-turn very easily. The problem is, I don't know if I can take a critical hit U-turn. And hello there, Anna Muller. How are you today? Yeah, I'm playing a bit fast to get through as much of the game as I can because I only have about 3 hours. And let's be honest, all Pokemon games are really slow. So I'm at Bugsy. The challenge is I cannot fully evolve. So I can get to Croconaw, I cannot get to Feraligatr. And also I cannot use shops. So yeah. This egg is from Primo, it's a Marip. Just to save a Pokeball, because I cannot buy Pokeballs. So I have to just get them for free if I can. Now, Bugsy time. I know Rock Throw one-shots. I don't know if he'll go for U-turn. So we sack the Bellsprout to find out. Good. Pretty much everything on the team is there to get sacked. Okay, now, because it's not the lead turn, he might go for Focus Energy. Or Leer. Basically, he'll try to set up. And this should do one shot. So then Kakuna just has Poison Sting, so it's just a non-issue. Wait, this one, and then we go back. But yeah, Bugsy very, very heavily favors U-turn first turn. But from the second turn onwards, he favors setup slash utility moves. So Leer or Focus Energy on the side there. So if you can just bait the U-turn first turn, then you're good. And now, rival battle, he starts with Zubat, if I remember correctly. Oh, never mind, Ghastly. Bayleaf. We have the Ice Fang. This is why I held off on evolving for 2 levels, just to get the Ice Fang a level early. Now, don't critical hit. Good. Do not miss, and we're good. Now I would have normally gotten the Ice Fang. Had the feeling I wouldn't have enough experience. And I was proven correct. Alright. Ilex Forest. We have to get the Farfetch'd. I might get a Farfetch'd myself, just as an HM slave. They are actually quite good. As long as you aren't using them for battles. Oh yeah, Farfetch'd doesn't evolve in this game at least, so that means we can't... Oh well. Now, I kinda don't get why they added 2 Farfetch'd in this part, just to make it longer, but yeah. Okay, we get cut, and then if we run, sadly we cannot outspeed them, but they will be in here, and the kid will give us charcoal. And now we can actually get through Ilex Forest. So, I'll give cut to the Ratata for now. Now the priority is getting the headbutt, so we can add 1 more Pokemon to the team, which will be the Run Saver, and it's the only thing that will make this challenge kinda not a torture. And that is Apom, but I need to get an Apom that knows pickup, specifically. Alright, what do we give the headbutt to? I think Crocono... Very soon we get Surf, so I think I can get rid of Water Gun. I can get rid of Scareface as well, but I kinda want to keep it at least to get through Whitney, because if I Scareface the Miltank, then I don't have to worry about it outspeeding the Graveler that I'll have at the time. So Water Gun it is. Alright. Now we have to go back to Azalea. To get ourselves an Apom. The egg is close to hatching. So, usually the trees at the bottom have higher levels, so we'll need to find a tree with an encounter. Okay, this is a Heracross tree. Basically the trees you get are more or less based on your trainer ID. Different trainer IDs will have different trees, and not all trees have encounters. Very few trees are guaranteed encounters. Now I want a low level Apom. Heracross is unbelievably OP. It's probably the single best playthrough Pokemon in these games. It just hard sweeps most of the game. I remember when I was doing HeartGold Nuzlocke, it was all thanks to Heracross that I even made it through most of the game. Okay. skills. Okay, let's get quick attack and look for another Apom. No, I want a level 8 like the one earlier. Ah, 7, I'll take it. Okay. Please get caught. Okay. And now it also needs to have pickup as the ability specifically. If it doesn't, we're screwed. It does, so welcome to the team. Can it also learn cut? It can. So cut and rock smash go to the Apom. And that means we can drop off the Rattata and the Togepi. I was actually looking forward to raising the Togepi, but almost always it will just have the trashiest nature imaginable. Alright, so these will just be sitting here from now on. Next thing we are definitely going to catch is going to be a Magmar. Okay, since I have to go through so many wild encounters anyways, might as well switch train the Apom a tiny bit. Since after every battle there's a 10% chance to have an item, and the item depends entirely on what level the Apom is. So better level means better items. Here, escape rope. I want to raise it to 30 ideally, because at that level it will be getting either Great Balls or Ultra Balls as options, both of which are really great. And the fact it's a normal type is huge for the fourth gym. Now, I do not want to waste any precious experience. So we are going to be using Geodude for the trainers here and not switch training. I do not want to give Apom experience that would be going to my main Pokemon. Alright, pretty much my entire team is paralyzed. Besides my slave. Rollout, do I get it? If it didn't lock me in, I would. Like, it's quite a good move with Defense Curl. But I don't have the room for it, and it locks you in using the same thing. Now, here we can get an Abra, which is one of the things I do want on the team. Drowsy honestly does have good stats for an unevolved Pokemon. now I'm going to store the apom. Since it's evening, this guy will also try to fight me, but I want to avoid battles, go heal up, then come back and do them. Side deck, not a big deal. Then the copper. Oh wait, 5 o'clock. Yeah, that guy fights you after 7, I believe. Do I try to get the Umbra? Okay. I'm going to use one Great Ball and hope it catches. Didn't. Now, I cannot use shops. I explained earlier, anything that opens the shop menu is banned, so I cannot use any of these. However, at the top floor, there is a really nice place that will give us some free stuff. So TM62, that is Drain Pants, I believe. And this does not open a shop menu, this is just a yes or no. So I'm going to do it a few times to ideally get orange berries. Wait, the milk tank farm still only counts as an item, as a shop thing when trying to get the things. Now I think tomorrow it's Dragon Claw that we can get from here, which will be very, very important for Claire. Now, we don't really need money because we cannot use shops, so I'm fine with spending everything I have here. So, can I get some move maybe? And I said that I'm fine with spending everything here, but it just feels wrong. Spending 300 to buy a single berry. So far we've spent pretty much 10,000. I should have gotten the TM by now. Roughly it's 9.7%, if I remember correctly, to get the move, like the TM. Okay, just watch, it will be on the very, very final one that I'll get it. And my finger is getting tired. Okay, 2 more. Very final one. Okay, didn't get it. But I got a lot of heals. Then we have this. This does open a shop menu, so this is banned. I was hoping it wouldn't be. But yeah, then if we go to the basement, we can get some nice items. That there is the amulet coin, but there's still some very useful things to find. Where is it? It's there, and then pretty sure there should be an item on the floor. Anyways, first floor, we pick up the stuff Mom has sent us, if I haven't already, which I have. Then let's go to the underground. The game corner counts as a shop because it opens the shop menu, even if it doesn't use money. I really hate the game corner though in these games, because it takes forever to get the points, like the coins that you need. Now the massage does not count as a shop, it's just a yes or no, so let's massage the Crocono, not like I have other things to spend my money on. Sonic Boom is annoying early game. Okay, we kill these two. I need to get the bike before I forget. So, the bike is over here. We're going to go in here. Now, we can also get a free Eevee if we go to a critic and come back, but Unevolved Eevee is just going to be awful. Let's get this real quick. Lotto ID is not a shop, just a yes no. Okay. I have totally not done this over 1,000 times. Oh wait, so at this hour we should have Buenas password. So, if we come here and grab the thingy, then we listen to Buenas password, Cyndaquil. Then say it, we'll get a free Pokeball. And every day we'll be getting a new thing. Now Mario is going to be an electric it's not a bad nature, but I was hoping for something with plus speed ideally, because it's really slow to begin with. And it's going to get outsped a lot, or something like plus defense. Again, it's not a bad nature though, it just needs to be grown a bit, like raised. Which means off to the daycare with it. There should be different, yeah, there are different egg groups. Like, they literally cannot breed with one another. No Hot Skitty and Wailord action here. And we'll just go up and down just to level them up faster. Now Vapoom was level 9, either level 8 or level 9. I want to get it to level 21, at least for now. And later on we can see about getting it to level 31. Okay, we've ridden the bike long enough. Apom is basically the only pickup user that you can get early on. The second earliest is Fumpy, but you need strength for it, and that means you have to go through quite a few badges before you can get it. And then you have to go all the way to the Dark Cave. Not Dark Cave, what's it called? So... Is Dark Cave? Yeah, it is Dark Cave. So you have to go to the Dark Cave, then use the strength to get to this place from the bottom exit. Or you might need surf as well as strength. But not the bottom exit, the top exit. The bottom exit is just 3 trainers. Alright, let's see how high the levels are. Apom and Marip. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start the gym just because I need the money in order to take the Marip of the daycare. Didn't account for that. Now, beauties tend to give a tiny bit more money than other trainers. And if the Meowth here was to use Payday, which sadly doesn't know, that would make my life even easier. Now, Geodude evolves at 25. So I could get one more level on it, then come and do Whitney, and I think I'll do that. Unless it's female. No, it's male, so yeah, we do need to evolve. It has an item, full heal, that's actually really nice. It's already getting me good items. So we get the Marip back for one simple reason. By now it has a ton of moves. And it loses moves from the top down, so I need to make sure it doesn't lose Thunder Wave and Thunder Shock. It can lose Growl if it wants, or Tackle, I don't care about those. And I'm just going to chuck it back in. And we'll be back after the gym to pick them up. Since I don't really have the money. I have 246, that's just nothing. I'm going to do the optional trainers first. Because why not? Of course it lives on 1 HP. Also it has gotten kinda dark here, so I might need to take a moment to go turn on a light. Okay, Rock Blast is better than Rock Throw, but like damage wise, because at worst it does the same damage, but it has worse accuracy. So no thank you. Then we evolve. I could hold off the evolution to get the better moves early. Now my controller has disconnected, so I have to do it with the touchscreen. And I'm going to take a moment just to turn on a light, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I need to reconnect my stupid controller. Alright, it's reconnected. Let's continue. This low health, so let's use the crocodile bit. None of this should have static. Never mind. I remember wrong. I thought they didn't have static at all. Then, how much money do I have? I have some good money. That means I can get some levels now rather than later. Because I still need to get an Abra. So we need to spend more Great Balls. And I'd rather have the option to get more Great Balls through through Apom. We cannot evolve. And even if we did, Ambipom does not have pickup, if I remember correctly. It just loses pickup. Many things lose pickup. Okay, Ipom is level 21, that's what matters. So it lost some moves, but it got Baton Pass and Tickle, which are quite nice. Now I just need to get it Rock Smash over Fury Swipes. And now we are just looking for an Abra. And the Abra hopefully will get caught. And will have a good nature with a good ability. I know I'm asking for a lot, but I kinda need to, because it might look like I'm not struggling now, but the moment we are at Claire and beyond, it's going to be absolute torture. Okay, I think I only have one more Great Ball. Yeah, come on, get caught. What other balls do I have that could... I have an Ultra Ball. Do I just use that? Ooh, Ditto. If I had Taunt, that would be a much better way to get the Abra. Come on, give me an Abra. Abra is not that common in this route, it's more common in the route above. The route above also has Yanma at a 1% encounter rate. For anyone that doesn't know, it's just ridiculously rare. And that's the only way to get Yanma in the entire game. 1% encounter. There are a few such instances of 1% encounters in HeartGold Soul Silver. You can more or less get nearly everything. You can get like close to 400 out of the entire decks. Okay, it gets caught. Have Timid or Modest with Synchronize. Bold Nature with Inner Focus. Oh well. In the daycare you go. Okay, Marip is level 21. Alright, they are playing with other Pokemon, which is the important thing. we need to reset. And now we just do the gym. But our team is quite stacked already, thanks to the daycare. Now I think Miltank is Stomp, not Body Slam. But since I have Chill and Berries to spare, might as well give them to my team. Unless I have a better healed item. Do have Cell Bell, which could work better. Actually, no. If I had Destiny Knot, that would be hilarious, because I could just Destiny Knot. Of course, of all the moves it could possibly get. Anyways, free rock polish, defense curl. Okay. Seed Flare. And now Future Sight and Dragon Rage, okay. Okay, I got a ton of tickles on it. I have to use a heal. And let's go. Wah, snivel, hick, you mini. Such a responsible adult. But yeah, like, she gets Avalanche on Metronome first turn, and within like 3 turns, I think after that, she gets freaking Seed Flare, as in the only move that would guarantee one shot. My Graveler, like, come on. But that's the beauty of Tickle. Lower attack and defense by 1 level. And Napalm is actually fairly fast for an unevolved thing. So it was worth getting. Otherwise we wouldn't have made it through the battle. Okay. Now back on the bike we go. And we do some up downs. Today is Saturday, so we do have the bug catching contest. That means I should save up a tiny bit of money. Oh wait, you don't need to pay to enter. Safari Zone, you have to pay. Bug catching is for free, and that means free Pokeballs to catch one thing. So we'll have to find something in the bug catching contest that's worth getting. The next thing I know I will put on the team for a fact is Magmar. Magmar is going to be extremely important on the team. Okay. Yes, we get both back. I kinda overleveled the Abra like an idiot and missed the chance to get Confusion. But it's not the end of the world. I need to see what level Kadabra gets the next move. Should be Cybeam. I think it's level 21 or 22. Confusion is not a big deal if we can get Cybeam. So Cybeam 24. Okay, so we have a little while to go until 24. We also lost the disable, but I wasn't planning to use that anyways. So we lose disable. Kadabra will more or less just rely on TMs regardless, so it's not the end of the world. And I'm checking, TM62 in the department store is Silver Wind. I don't really have anything that can learn it, so no point to bother. So we then, for the Kadabra, we get Cybeam at 24. Do I just chuck it in the daycare for a tiny bit longer? I'm not going to chuck it until level 24, but just a tiny bit longer. Alright. Now that's better. Now off we go. Graveler, of course it burns. Come on, move. Why is he over there? Like, just freaking move. So I can heal. If you put something in and then you just take it out, it gets fully healed. So even if we are not in the Poké Center, we can still heal the burn and whatnot. Now, I'm only coming here to get the jersey. Come on. This takes forever. Okay. We have the jersey, off we go. Let's take a photo to commemorate the occasion. Graveler is just in the back, getting softed. Alright, so I think I'll use Croconaw for this. And I can just give it the Cell Bell. Graveler doesn't need the Chilamberry anymore. Now, ideally I want to win the contest. So we need to catch something at full health. That is a high level. The level, the amount of health, the amount of total health. So for example, the 66 out of 66 and the fact that it goes up to 66. So the higher base HP, the better. And then you get extra points if it's a Scyther or Pinsir or a Beedrill. So if I can catch this, at full health, I'm not allowed to use, but I can still catch it just to win the contest, since there's nothing else. Again though, the challenge is I cannot use evolved things. I can still catch them. Okay. Retire. Second place. Yeah, he got a pincer. Well, it doesn't matter. So we immediately just drop it off out of the way and proceed on our journey. Quick glow, extremely important. Let's take another photo. I do like having the little photos here and there. A quick glow is going to be extremely important for Graveler. Yeah, Professor Elm won't shut the freak up about the egg, but I'm not going to bother taking it all the way back there, at least for now. Ultra Ball, that is very, very nice. Now, even running away counts as an encounter as far as pickup goes. So, even running from the battle will still give you items, potentially. 10% of the time. Okay, I'm going to go into Abra. Then into Graveler, then Magnitude, just to evolve this, because it was just ultra close. But do I have any TM I can give it for now? No. Oh well. If I could use the... this up here is the stone you need for the Togepi, to get Togekiss. Problem is, you cannot get Togekiss until like the post-game. Full heal here. That should be all the items. I don't think I'm missing any. But yeah, if I could use the department store, I would just grab a Focus Blast. And whatnot for the Kadabra. Now, the Sudowoodo, I think I'll just straight up kill. I just can't be bothered. Fine, I'll talk to you. Alright, so Gravel first. I want to see something very quickly. I want to see if the Sudowoodo is holding an item. Because if it is, then I should catch, honestly. Okay, Sudowoodo in the wild. No, in Colosseum it's holding an item. Alright. Route 38, Sudowoodo is not holding an item. And since we cannot use Sudowoodo because it's a final stage evolution, we can just ignore that. I forgot to get the watering thingy. And there's a bot in the chat, so that is getting banned. Thank you Twitch for doing such an amazing job at banning bots. And anyways, let's continue. So how much money do I have? I have 4,000. Do I get myself some more levels in the daycare? Or do I just not bother? Now, the Nito runs are actually fairly good, even without evolving. In 4 playthroughs, but by the time we are at price, they will have fallen off. Like, you need to evolve them after like level 35, or you're missing out on a lot of both damage and just bulk. Now, there is something we can get that is quite interesting. So, over here, this guy would give you a free Spiro with a mail to deliver, but you can just get the Spiro, you just never deliver it. But if you do deliver it, you get the rest TM. Alright, we'll just kill it. I don't care about it. Alright. Since we are here, we can very quickly go to the professor and show him the egg if we want to. Or I can just do that later. Now the Spiro is level 20, so quite good. Good nature too and everything. And even has some nice moves like aerial ace and whatnot. Thing is though, I don't particularly care about it. I can keep it as my potential flyer though, because it's just free. Oh, great ball. Alright. So off we go to a critic. With Hyper Potion done here. Can't afford to miss that. Alright. And then these two. Alright, I have to double target here to get through them faster. Because they just growl a lot. And if I don't get rid of one side first, then I'll end up doing pretty much no damage. Alright. Then we have to fight the psychic here. And off to the burnt tower we go. Alright, very good. Rock Blast, again, I don't care about it. I really need to get a move on Kadabra though. So do I go for a detour? To get some moves. What moves are near here that I can get? Surf, pretty much. Now, I would love to have a move to hit this with. Alright. We get surf. We can also get strength. If we go over here. We can get shadow claw from here. If I get... Oh. I can do Lake of Rage if I want to, technically speaking, before I do Olivine and Cyanwood, but that's just not going to work really. Okay. So, first things first, Dazu machine. Then I will do the trainers over here to get as much experience on the Kadabra as I can to get it to evolve. Not evolve, to get it to level up. Το είπαμε. We have Thunder Shock for this. And we get Fluffy. Mr. Mime. I don't know why he's going for Meditate when it pretty much has no physical attacking moves. Miltank. It does give good experience, so I'll just kill it for the experience. Farfetch'd would have been a really good HM slave. Back into Kadabra. I need to do this for essentially 4 levels. Because Kadabra just doesn't have any moves to hit things with. Should have remembered to pick it up from the daycare sooner a bit. Alright. Tauros also gives some good experience, so let's get rid of it. Also, I just remembered I should give Surf to the Croconaw. So, Scary Face I don't really need anymore. Eradicate. It's going to give some good experience. Let's meet a Baoba very quickly. Then we have a drain punch in the runs. And what other TMs that we can get? Drain punch. I need to get the item finder. Because there's a bunch of things here. There's 4 items. And I'd like to have them all. Thank you. And how many Oram berries do I have? 5. I think we need 6. Okay, we need basically either 6 or 8, I can't remember. It might be 8. Then Kadabra. No. Let's get these trainers out of the way. Because I also want to kinda train the Fluffy. Graveler, magnitude, very complicated. I can't remember what level Graveler gets Earthquake at, but we shouldn't be that far off. I think it's like 34. We can get good rod here. And as long as I don't heal, teleport will just take me back to Ekrotik. So I can just do the lighthouse and everything ahead of time. I'll do some of it. Alright. One more trainer. Yeah. It should be just enough. Graveler levels up, then Kadabra and Fluffy level up, and we get Psybeam. So now with Psybeam I can pretty much clear the rest of the place. I forgot that Psybeam is the last move. Okay. Let's not do that mistake again, because Kadabra cannot take a hit. Okay, there should be a hidden item on the next floor. Also, this would just break your legs, like just free falling from like 2 stories above. The hyper potion should be here. Yeah. Like I've played these games a lot. Like a lot. For HeartGold, Soul Silver, if you combine them with Gold, Silver, Crystal, I've done like over 1,000 playthroughs. Like on stream alone, I've done like 200 over the years. Okay, I think there's one more floor. Let's take a photo though. Nice looking team. Okay. She opens the gate. I don't have to bother with the lighthouse. And Kadabra has the move, so... I hate how you can't teleport while in a town already, even if you wouldn't teleport to the same town. Alright. Revive, that's going to be ginormous. And here we'll get our next team member, Magmar. Fluffy will get replaced by Electabuzz later on, so I'm only going to keep it on the team for now, just to deal with like weak water types. Okay, for this place, Crocono can take care of things. Bite kills that. Bayleaf comes in. So I'm going to go to Fluffy and just Thunder Wave. Then I don't care if Fluffy dies. I just want to stall it for long enough for the stupid Reflect to run out. Magnemite and pretty much the rest of the team gets dealt by Graveler. Now, things will live on 1 HP, but I'd rather not stay on 1 HP, if that makes sense. Alright, so I use the Kadabra here. You think? No. Let's use the Crocono. Where is it? We're looking for Magmar in this place. Magmar is going to be literally the best thing we can get as far as fire types go. And after Magmar we need Electabuzz for an electric type. Because Fluffy is good early game, but soon it won't be. Alright. I think Magmar is at the bottom. Alright, let's go. I'll have to check. So, Magmar. Burnt Tower. Yeah, it's in the basement. So, basement 1 floor. It's a 5% encounter. No, since it counts as daytime, it's a 10% encounter. Come on, 10%. We get it and we're out. Give me the magma game. It's 5% in the morning, 5% in the night, then 10% during the day. In morning and night it is level 14 and level 16 during daytime. I think in 1 minute, okay, literally in 1 minute it would count as nighttime. Okay. So now I'll just use a normal Pokeball. Okay, didn't catch. So I'm going to just do the safe thing, but don't pass out into Fluffy. Just Thunder Wave. Now let's try again. Alright. Should have done that first, honestly. But it is what it is. Now let's go. We have Magmar, and for a very long time that's going to be the last thing we add to the team. I will get Dragonair later, specifically the one with the extreme speed that will get mild, so minus defense, minus defense plus special attack. It's actually fairly solid. And Flame Body. So we'll lose the Spearow for now. Oh yeah. I'll just put it on the... Fine, I'll just go through the stupid mail menu. Then I'll give it to the Bellsprout. But later. Basically I want to keep the Spearow. As long as you deliver the mail, it doesn't matter what it's on. Okay, we heal up. Then we go kick Morty's butt. We go kick his buttocks. Do I use Magmar for this? It does have feint attack. It's just that I'll use this for the fighting gym. So I have Bite here, I have Psybeam here, and then I have Feint Attack here. Let's use Magma. Just so it can very quickly level up a bit. Okay, it's confused, so let's switch out to not deal with the confusion. Also, the funny thing is that this area normally has the darkness effect. So you, as if you need to use flash, right? But because the emulator doesn't render flash areas correctly, it looks all funky like that. Jump down, we go heal up. And the magma already went up like 3 levels, that's nice. It also gets fire punch pretty early. So it can be a really good mixed attacker. Now, Gengar is the scary thing, but there's an absolutely incredible way to deal with it. That way is just use a normal type. He literally cannot do anything. The only way for him to hit a normal type is Sucker Punch. So once he's out of Sucker Punches, because I'm using a status move, then it's just a pistol war. And he'll just end up struggling. And I can also just safely go out and finish him off if need be. Okay, and we get Shadow Ball. I'm going to give this to the Kadabra straight away for coverage. Let's lose Miracle Eye. Alright. So now we can use Surf. Do we go do the Cyanwood thing first? Okay, yeah, I think we should do Cyanwood. For the simple reason that I need the Safari Zone. And the way you get the Safari Zone to open is by getting the buds from Jasmine. Wait, I forgot there's an item over here. Very important. And the Apom also has a Great Ball for me. That's also very important. And let's go. No point in using the Fluffy, so let's just use Graveler. We'll use Graveler for a bit until it starts getting low. And then we'll see about others. Now, this is very cheeky. So there's Plaque here. And after you pick it up, there's a Hyper Potion hidden underneath it. Like, they knew what they were doing. It's so easy to miss that. Like you'll think, oh, I got the item, let's move on. But nope. There's an extra hidden item right underneath. That's my kind of level design. Just cheeky, hiding things in the player's face. I really like things, I like small details like that. They just make my day. Now I need to be careful when trying to run from the tentacles to not accidentally be unable to run, because if tentacle is like level 25 it will outspeed me, and same goes for tentacruel if it's level 22. Tentacruel is actually an extremely fast mon as far as tanky waters go. Usually tanky waters will be like base 70, and then you have Tentacruel that's like base 100. Like it's a big jump. Kinda reminds me of how Lugia, something that has always been considered like huge tank, like a really big wall, actually has a speed of 110, just barely enough, fast enough to outspeed a ton of the game if you invest in it, and even if you don't invest in it, it will still be faster than most offensive mons, so it can just outspeed. I thought I could outspeed there. So it can just outspeed and roost right in front of them. And I have won many multiplayer like battles online with just speedy Lugia. Because I had this Lugia from XD, and XD Lugia actually comes with Psycho Boost of all things. So it was kinda ridiculous. And I think I'll fight Yusin first real quick, just to get this out of the way, because I sometimes just forget to do it. He's not exactly a hard battle. Now, I do not want to get any encounters here. I'm breaking the rocks for the items, because I'm kinda looking for a revive. I said earlier I'm not going to go out of my way to break rocks, but this is not really going out of my way. Ooh, Earthquake, finally. So, Magnitude has a 5% chance to be stronger than Earthquake and a 10% chance to be as powerful as Earthquake. Magnitude 9, for anyone that doesn't know, is base 100. Magnitude 10 is base 150. So there is a chance to do even more damage than you would with Earthquake. However, Magnitude usually will do way less damage than Earthquake. So there's that. Now the gym is fairly high level, so even with Kadabra I won't be able to one-shot things. So for now we're just killing the trainers, and I'll just come back for Chuck after I do the remaining water trainers in the Swirl Islands. Okay, recover or reflect. Do I get rid of reflect or recover? I could get rid of teleport since we're about to get fly. Nah. Okay. Teleport it is. Have I done this? Okay. I have the medicine. Now we just need to do the 3 trainers, I think, I've left. No, maybe 4. I need Kadabra to be level 32 to guarantee that it won't have any issues. Come on. Yeah, there's this guy and then one more trainer, which should just barely give me the levels I need. Ooh, Mantine, that will give a lot of experience. Same for this. Let's recover a bit. And we are about to hit the point where a lot of our team will start trying to evolve. Kadabra and Graveler cannot evolve because they are Tridivos, but the Crocono will start trying to evolve. So I need to make sure it doesn't. Magmar is also a trade evolution, so thankfully I don't have to worry about it. But I'll need to be careful with Crocono because from level 32 and on it will start trying to evolve. And that's just going to cause an issue. Wait. I keep forgetting that you have to come from this side if you've already done the trainers. Now I need to fix my items. So I need to see what Chuck has. Chuck Norris. Over here. So he has Prime Ape level 29 with Leer, Double Team, Rock Slide and Focus Punch. That's not really a tough fight, like really. Graveler just completely deals with it if need be, as long as it hasn't gotten any Double Teams up. Then Poliwrath, Hypnosis, Body Slam, Surf and Focus Punch. Okay, so Kadabra. Okay, what items do I have? For Kadabra, the Chilan Berry is going to come in handy. Because the Poliwrath first turn is probably going for Body Slam because it will see the kill. For the rest of the team, Magmar is not going to be able to do anything. Maybe come in and smoke screen, but Surf is going to one-shot it. Fluffy might be able to take a hit and go for a Thunder Wave. Or get a static proc. Crocono will have to worry about the sleep. So let's give it the Chesto Berry. We have a bunch. A quick glow on the Graveler. Alright. Let's go. So Psybeam should do a lot. I can also go for Reflect. I can go for reflect first turn, but no, let's go for damage. Chill and Buried, just don't paralyze, because I have Inner Focus, not Synchronize. Didn't paralyze, so Cybeam kills. And then we get the fly. I knew that Chill and Bury would help. If it wasn't for that, a critical would definitely kill. Here, with a critical, I would survive because criticals are 2 times. Before Gen 6, critical hit is 2 times the damage. So I would be left at like 10 health now, even with a high roll. Then I don't need the chest to bury anymore. Don't have teleport. Not that it would work in this case because I've already healed here. So I'll just surf back. Then we have to do Jasmine. Crocono just barely isn't high enough level to be able to one-shot the Steelix. But we can fix that. Against some wild tentacles. Tentacle I think gives either special defense or speed. Okay, Crunch. Crunch does more damage, but it doesn't have the flinch chance. I think I will need Crunch. I don't need Headbutt anymore though, so I can just get rid of it. And we stop the evolution. We are not allowed to fully evolve things. So I need to be careful from here on out. Oh, there's a quick trainer we can do here. To get the CL case. Oh, wait, you get the CL case from healing the Miltank. Okay, first things first. Deliver the medicine. Okay, here's the funny thing. They've made her walk down the stairs. However, in this version of the lighthouse, it is completely impossible to go down the stairs and exit the building. You have to go through the elevator. Okay. Boba. So, I will do the gym very quickly. And then we are going to the safari zone. In order to get the... what's it called? In order to get the Electabuzz, we need to get the second mission of the Safari Zone. Okay, you are not evolving. Alright. Off to the Safari Zone we go. So, you get the first mission after healing the Lighthouse Ampharos. You get the second mission 3 hours after you do the first mission. So we need to do the first mission to get the second mission to then be able to get ourselves Electabuzz, because Electabuzz requires the placement of props and we cannot place props before the second mission. And then after the second mission, every 3 hours he'll call you to tell you that there's some more props available. Okay, this is also a good opportunity to raise the Magmar. So let's go Magmar and Graveler. I really like the music in this area. Really nice chill music. Okay, we have to switch out because the stupid thing went for Yon. Still, Magmar is slowly leveling up. That's what matters. Let's go to Crocono. Current skills. Do I use a cherry berry here? Yeah. Like, I don't have to be that stingy with items. Like, Apom just got me a full heal, for example. Now, I'm only here to grab some items. That's one. Do I use a repel? Okay, I need rock climb for this. Staryu is a good Pokemon for Little Cup, but in my case it's not going to be the most useful. I needed to stop recovering. So I can catch it, because I will need this for a different use, not for battling, but as a second HM slave, because I will need a Whirlpool user. Now, Ultra Ball over here. Machoke. Give some good experience, so might as well kill it. Let's get one more encounter. Ooh, Steelix. Now, these guys are basically spawn camping you as soon as you come out the gate. So we are going to switch to the Fluffy, then just earthquake everything. I don't care if Fluffy gets any experience or not. Like, I'm pretty much done with it. Since we are switching to Electabuzz soon. Electabuzz is just does more damage, has more bulk, and more importantly, is way faster. Alright, so Apom, Earthquake. Then Crocono, Crunch, and Rock Throw. Alright, we're almost at the Safari Zone. Nugget. There are some good things to grind some experience on in this place. Like this. If it doesn't status me first try. I want to get like maybe 1 or 2 more levels. I'll have to check what level Magmar learns Fire Punch at. But for now, let's go to Baoba and do the mission. Okay. We just need a Geodude. And I have to go to the center because it needs to be on the team. Oh, Stardust. Out of curiosity, what quirky nature, so fully neutral again. With Rockhead. So pretty much the same as the Geodude I caught at the start of the game. Okay, so we did the first test. Now 3 gameplay hours later, he'll give us the second test. So for now we can just focus on other things, like progressing. But I might as well check for Magmar. So I need to check for Magmar when it gets Fire Punch, and I think it also gets some other moves. Yeah, soon enough. Okay. Fire Punch is at 28. Okay, wait. Oh, it's Magby that gets Fire Punch early, my bad. So it gets Confuse Ray at 25, Fire Punch at 28, Lava Plume at 36, Flamethrower at 41. Also gets Sunny Day and Fire Blast, but those don't really matter. Also my controller just won't stop disconnecting. Then can I find a Focus Blast somewhere? No, I have to buy Focus Blast. That's sad. If I breed it with an Electabuzz, I can get Thunder Punch on it. But I'd rather avoid breeding, so through move tutors it can also get Thunder Punch, so let me see. Okay, so it's in the frontier. Oh well, it's great. It's level 24. Level 28 is when it gets the thing we need. Okay. Well, for now, Spearow goes on the team just for a moment, so we can fly back to Ecruteak. I will only be putting it on the team to fly here and there. Since I don't need the fly user on the team at all times. Alright, let's go. I want to go see Suicune very quickly, because this one is very easy to forget about. And then you get to Kanto and you're thinking, oh, why isn't Suicune here? Get all these. Grab this too, very important. So far I haven't really used many heals, but that's because the game early on is very easy. It's from Claire onwards that we'll start burning through heals. I'm also trying to not use repels if I can. Just being stingy with everything. That's the way to go. And lately Even in real life, I've been trying to be more stingy. It's kinda hard though. I'm trying to save up as much as I can these days, so I can get my own place properly. And you know, like, get my life sorted out. But the wages here are just kinda trash. But then again, moving abroad is going to not necessarily pay more. But yeah, I am in the stages of planning to move abroad, like probably by the end of the year or next year. So like a year of full saving. And then moving. I'll have to see how I'm going to manage things. That aside, I don't know if turboing actually speeds up the counter for the missions in the Safari Zone. I don't think it does. But it might. Hopefully it does. Like Confuse Ray. I kinda want to have Fire Spin just to catch things. But that's great. Confuse Ray is going to be much more usable in the long run. Because even to catch things I have other options. Super potion, thank you. At some point I need to level up the Apom to level 31. Oh, I need the strength. What can learn strength? Apom can. Okay, it's turning out to be an even better HM slave than I expected. If only it could get waterfall. Can get surf, just out of stupid curiosity. No. I cannot buy repels, so I only have a tiny few repels that I have found here and there. And I'm saving them for the Victory Road. This is just annoying. Because the dowsing machine closes every single time you get an encounter. I'm really not a fan of the dowsing machine in HeartGold Soul Silver. Because every single time you have to open it again, douse, and you also have to be holding it at the same time, which is just annoying. And even trying to open the bag just closes the dowsing machine. Alright. think this is... Oh, it's just a slowpoke, okay. I thought that it was a horsey that he had. No, Sidra. Yeah, it's the other guy that has the Sidra. Max repel. Not going to use it. I need to save all my repels for when I have to go through the Victory Road and when I have to go to Mount Silver to fight Red. Because that is also going to take a ton of repels. Kadabra and the side. Max potion, very important for later. Big healings are absolutely vital in getting through the league because I will take damage many times going through the league. So having to heal with like super potions that Apom gets me is going to be torture. Now, I wonder if this thing sticking out of it is an antenna. Like they couldn't be more obvious. Okay, one more level and we'll have it. We'll have fire pants. Now today is Saturday, so the lake is not drained. On Thursdays the lake is drained. Right, we register all of them. Now, if we go in the building, we end up just paying 1,000 Poké Dollars every time. Not just once, every single time. Because of some Team Rocket grants that are in there. Okay, Fire Punch, finally. I will lose Ember. Like, it does have higher special attack, but not by double. Now we have to do the Gyarados here. I'm not allowed to catch, so I'll probably just... not allowed to use it, so I'll probably just kill it. Wow, a shiny. I would have never guessed. Might as well catch. I just can't use it. There's nothing else I need to catch for the rest of the game besides the Electabuzz, and the Electabuzz does not use normal balls, it uses Safari balls. Like how Ultra Ball just didn't even bother catching. But then the Pokeball just comes in, clutch. Anyways, we have a bunch of things to get. Very important to get here is the choice scarf. Yeah, Specs choice scarf is later. It's from Mom. Also, we need to get hidden power. We need to get hidden power and secret power. Gyarados, Graveler can deal with it. Free item, very important item. There are other items we can get between the trays, but we have to come here on a Thursday when I think it's Thursday, when the lake is just drained. Okay, might as well kill this. Level 11 Gyarados. At level 20, yeah, it's going to actually be able to take a hit or two. Now, I'm here just for the TMs. Wait, this here is a dead end. This is the way to go. Secret power and then hidden power inside the building. Now we only get one hidden power, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a memory editor to see what kind of hidden powers my team currently has. So let me find it. So this one. Alright. So, first of all, the Gyarados I just got is neutral nature with trash IVs, but that's not what really matters. What matters is Magmar, hidden power rock with 56 power. Then Crocono, hidden power ice with 31, that's just trash. Then Kadabra, hidden power electric with 32 power. If it had like 65 and above, like 65 to 71, then that would be amazing, because it would save me having to use Shockwave on the Kadabra. And then Magmar, again a rock. Doesn't really do anything for Magmar, like hidden power rock. Like it doesn't help it in any way, since it's already strong against ice types. Maybe flying types, but like I have Graveler for that. Okay. Time to go to the Team Rocket hideout and kick some butt. Alright. I think I'll just be using the magma through the base. Level it up now because I won't really be able to use it much later. Now, the hideout is fine as a concept, but the fact they just have the exact same two NPCs fight you over and over and over and over, it's just annoying. It's literally the same two NPCs, like exact same team, 5 times each. It just gets tiresome after a bit. Here, third statue is it's the exact same dudes. Drowsy and Zubat. Then Rattata, Grimer, and Zubat. Like Zubat, Grimer, and Rattata. All of them are pretty much the same. And there's 5 statues total. Just hope I have enough PP to do all of them. I should have gone for 5 punches there. Nugget. Because I can't use shops, I also cannot sell items. Because to sell something you have to open the shop item. I can only use things that have a yes-no window, like the lottery in the department store kind of deal. I just barely had enough PP to make it through. Let's go through here as well. Now, back in 2nd gen, this bit here had oversight that made it so that you had a higher chance to get a shiny depending on your trainer ID. Just a little oversight. So most shinies I have found during random playthroughs have been here in Gold Silver. Now, this gets deactivated anyways after you clear the place, so might as well get all the experience I can. Its style will only activate once, and as soon as we go down a floor we get fully healed by Lance, so no reason not to do this real quick. And now we can just walk through. Alright, heals us, then back to the Magmar. Or should I use Crocono for a bit, because it's falling behind in experience? Now let's use Magmar, get to level 36. Just to get Lava Plume. have it for the double battle. There should be just enough trainers to get me the experience I need. And I should have just enough PP as well, because that's another thing. Fire Punch only has so many PP. Now, after we beat these guys, we also have to talk to them again for it to actually register. And this one, because I forgot to talk to her again. Snatch here, then item here. Sadly, there weren't enough trainers. Yeah. No. Let's do petrol with... He just punches and leaves. Let's do petrol with... just Magmar. Oh no. The next time we'll do him with not evolve. Next time we will do him with just Kadabra, because next time he'll only have like coughings and wheezing. Okay, Magmar for the double battle. Okay. Ariana will have slightly higher levels, but like Lance is so freaking over leveled in this battle that there's just no challenge whatsoever. Alright. Nice and easy. And now we kill these. Graveler can easily take even an explosion from them. And we get Whirlpool. What can I give Whirlpool to though? Just Croco, no. That's why I got the Starmie earlier, the Staryu earlier. Alright, heal up. And then gym time. Now for the gym, I could use the Magmar, but I'll just use the Crocono. Since it has fallen quite behind in levels. And we need to get it up to speed. Just barely. Couldn't kill. Okay, Slash is nice because of the high critical hit rate. But even with that, it's like 12% chance more or less to critical hit, so doesn't seem worth it. Okay, we're not evolving. Again, we cannot evolve. Okay, last guy. Bite into crunch. Of course, it lives on 1 HP. And 2 bites should take care of it. Alright. I'm just saving, then we're doing the battle. Icy Wind doesn't really matter. I just like getting him to waste. His items. Alright. He's just going to go for another snow, so might as well go into Graveler and Earthquake. Yukon comes in. Kadabra can easily deal with it. Okay, goes to sleep. It has sleep talk. While it's asleep, it cannot get priority on the Ice Shard. So I will always outspeed with Psybeam. Then we are on Torrent range, so this just kills pretty much every time. I'm just brute forcing my way through the gyms, since most gyms do not really require that much strategy in this game, unfortunately. Okay, we have to go to Goldenrod now. Now, I could stop here. A lot of the times I will just stop here. 3 hours would be a pretty good stopping point. But let's do Goldenrod real quick. It takes a moment. Plus by now it counts as night time. So we can do the guard NPCs around the place that I couldn't fight earlier. Magmar first. Let's go. Okay. I guess I have to wait 1 more hour. Yeah. It's fine. Kinda wish you could keep the outfit here, because it's a lot cooler. Now the sad thing is that NPCs don't behave that much different to you, like towards you, like here. Team Rocket! Like there's barely any difference. The little girl even thinks that she has met us before when we didn't interact with her the first time. Like there's barely any notable reactions, and inside the buildings people just don't care. Alright, so this guy is going to fight us as soon as Karen comes to meet the manager. So double fire punch should just easily take care of it. Feint attack against the Ratatas. Then for the Raticate in the back. Oh wait, this one does not have a Raticate, I forgot. Fire Punch I think still kills. Guess not. Yeah, I really like this bit. Ha! Today's password. Help! Just I really like that. That bit. Seems appropriate. Okay. Lava plume. And I would like to keep smoke screens, so I'll lose confusion rate because usually the AI just doesn't get hit in confusion. Then muck, the thing that is very interesting to read backwards. There's that meme from way back, like Gen 1. Like a funny picture about how Arbok is just Cobra backwards and how Ekans is Snake backwards and then it's Mac backwards. Anyways. This is the one that does the broadcast. If we beat here, I think the broadcast actually does stop. Like the radio will no longer broadcast the same message. Okay, I guess it still does. Now I could go heal or use a healing item, but honestly we are... Okay, my button press almost didn't register, that was bad. Also, we are at the giggity number of health, 69 HP. Now we are 66 sadly. Anyways, so we are literally just one battle away, so no point. Yeah, my beep button press almost didn't register there, so I almost accidentally evolved. If it does evolve, I'm going to just have to either reset the game to go back or just replace it with something else. I'd rather not have to do either. But yeah. Okay, basement key. The Crocono is just going to live on 1 HP. Things don't die. Like here. Crocono survived the poisoning. It just leaves you on 1 HP. I remember back in the day though, it wouldn't leave you on 1 HP, it would just kill you. Alright, so we need to go to the basement. And we also have a rival battle here. I think he starts with either Sneasel or Golbat. So I'll start with Magmar, just to be safe. Magmar hard counters most of his team. Magnemite gets deleted. Haunter we have feint attack for. Sneasel. Okay. Because I had already taken a pop load of damage, it actually managed to kill me, but still. Ice Fang. Alright, we might be in a spot of trouble. Alright. Let's heal up. That was really unlucky with the confusion there. Okay, so through the underground, I think I should level up the Croconaw even more, then we'll use the Graveler for the next bit of the game. Like from Mahogany to a Blackthorn. Coughing, Crunch I think just barely didn't kill. Now I really hate how they overly dumped down the puzzle, but at the same time I like how it's not a complete guessing game now, and it's an actual puzzle. In the old gens, you basically had to guess the solution because of how bad the hints were for the puzzle itself. Now it's color coded, so it's way easier. $69 HP again. Okay, earlier I got a bunch of Pecha berries, so might as well use one. I'm just not feeling like going all the way back. Okay, so green, then red, then blue. I want Croconaw to hit like 42, so it's ready for Claire. Ideally, but even if it doesn't hit that high, we'll end up using it during the gym, like the Dragon Gym anyways, most likely. So let's get it to 40 for now. Claire is 41. And as soon as we are through this place, we'll also have the ability to do rematches. So that's another thing. Coughing, just a self takes care of it. Double team, oh no, sleep talk. Double team is also, where? My bad. I might have played these games a lot, but I still am rusty when I haven't touched them in a while. Like I haven't done HeartGold Soul Silver like half a year. Pretty sure I have gotten all the others here. Also by now, Mom should have a bunch of items for us. Repel, Babiri, Super, Tanga. Guess not. But where's the amulet coin? Amulet coin on the... let's go on the Magmar. No, on the Graveler. Because I need to make enough money for Mom to send me the choice scarf soon. Misclick. Okay, I'll do the admin too. And then I'm going to heal. Also, Apom should have an item by now. I keep forgetting to pick them, pick the item off the Apom. On like, even though it's only 10% chance to find an item, usually it will be after like 5 or 6 battles that it will find an item. Okay, Violet Plume. Magmar can easily deal with that. And for Murkrow, it's going to Croconaut just to get the level. You are not evolving. We cannot look out of the binoculars like you can in Platinum. Okay, Earthquake brutally murders it. For Coughing, I'm just going to play it safe and just Psybeam. And we make a ton of money. Okay, Baoba has the second mission now. So we can get Electabuzz to add to our team. So we need a fly user to get to the Safari Zone. Alright. Okay, so we need to switch to the desert. Switch pick. To the desert. Then we catch the Sunstar real quick. Then we have to put the Sunstar on the team and go show him. I think Sunstar also has a chance to hold soft sand in this game. Alright, so now we can use the area customizer in the Safari Zone. And that should let us get the Electabuzz. I just need to see which area has the Electabuzz. So Electabuzz can be found in Route 10, which is like Kanto power plant, and then Safari Zone. We need forest with 4 pick points. So we need 4 props that belong to the pick. Okay, electables. So forest with 4 peaks. Let's go. We already have. Okay, I'm going to switch back to peak. Then we have the forest there. Oh, we do not have props yet. I guess we have to wait 3 more hours. Okay. Oh, so after the national decks and 3 hours of gameplay, we get the next challenge. Okay, so there goes the option of Electabuzz. Let's see if Magnemite will be a good nature. Gentle, not really good. Just that with Magnemite, if I evolve it, then I don't have to worry about cancelling the evolution every time. And Magneton is actually a better electric type than Fluffy. Plus, I can do kind of a trick with Claire's Kingdra, where I can bait Hydro Pump with a Graveler, switch into Crocono, take the Hydro Pump, which will then go for Dragon Pulse, so I switch to Magneton, take the Dragon Pulse with the Magneton, then she'll go for Hydro Pump again. So I can go back in here and just alternate until I get rid of Hydro Pumps, and then Graveler can kind of finish here off. Or I can just go focus choice Scarf, Kadabra with Psybeam or Psychick, because we're pretty much either 2 or 3 levels away from Psychic. I think it's either level 39 or 40 that it learns that. Do it like that. Let me look up Claire's team again, because I need to start strategizing for her. I was counting too much on having the Electabuzz. I forgot that you need the national dex for the props. Okay. I need an electric move for the Gyarados. Then... Okay, so Shockwave TM is found in... okay, Lieutenant Surge, great. Charge Beam, that's Goldenrod Department, but it's only on Wednesdays. Yeah. This kind of screws me up. And Psychic is at level 40, so 3 levels. Can go Choice Scarf Psychic for the Kingdra once it's weakened enough. Her team is 38, 38, 38 and 41. So the Kingdra is level 41. Hydro Pump, Smoke Screen, Hyper Beam, Dragon Pulse. So I can either use the magneton thing to try and get her to waste all the PP on the good moves. Then Dragon Pulse cannot kill the magneton, or to at least bait her into Hyper Beam. Then 2 Psychics will kill it. So that it has the Citrus Berry. If it didn't have the Citrus Berry, I'd just go Psychic, then take a hit, usually Hyper Beam, and then just Psychic again. But with the Citrus Berry I cannot two-shot here with Psychic. Okay, it is what it is. We go back in the Safari and we catch 2 or 3 more Magnemites. Until we find one that is actually good. Normally I never do this, but I will have to, because I'll be stuck with the Magneton for the rest of the game as my electric type. I was counting on getting Electabuzz. Oh, Magneton straight away. That's even better. Okay, one more. Okay. Okay, so I need a good nature. This is the one we got earlier. Minus speed. Modest nature, this is actually perfect. Lux. No, we go for Magneton. So Magneton, welcome to the team. You are slightly low level, but we can easily fix that with some daycare. I have money to burn, I don't mind burning it on the daycare. We can also start looking for rematches. Since once you beat Price and clear the tower, the radio tower, you can actually rematch trainers. Okay. Wait, not simulator. Okay. Rematch. HeartGold, Soul Silver. No, wait. Regular trainers. Gear. I need to remember where the list of rematches are. Okay. Here. HeartGold, Soul Silver, rematch. Excuse me for a moment. My girlfriend woke up. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'll have to end the stream soon now that she's up. I was basically streaming until she woke up. So let's see, it is Saturday. Saturday afternoon. There's only one, and there's some in the morning. There is one, but in a hard to reach spot. Yeah, the only one I can do is picnicker in the place you get. It's that route underneath the Blackthorn, in the bottom bit that you can access if you just have the HMs. I think let's go there. Like, we can just go there and gain some experience. This is available Saturday night. Okay. That's the best bet. Also, we need to go to Mr. Pokemon anyways. Also, I just remembered, over here, very useful thing for Crocono. Then over here it's either a nugget or a nether, I can't remember. Okay. Nugget it is. I'm going to Mr. Pokemon very quickly. Just so we can get the XP share for easier grinding. Then I need to go here, get the magneton. Wrong thing. So get the magneton and off we go. Through the cave. Temporarily, I'll just give flash to the Kadabra. Who knows, might even stay there. Or I can give it to the Magneton. Yeah. Didn't mean to fully jump off. I saw the item there. I want to go grab it. Okay, black flute. Wait, in this generation, does it make encounters more likely or does it raise the levels of encounters? Okay. Makes encounters less likely. There's going to be a huge help. And we're here. So the one we want is here. Now the only problem is reaching here takes freaking forever. Because to rematch here, you have to exit. Then... Okay, so we have to wait 25 minutes. We are obviously not going to do that. So I'm just going to end the stream in a moment. I'm going to give the magnet on the EXP share. And let's see. We have 7 badges. We have some trainers up here I can fight. I'll use the Kadabra for this. Shadow Ball just to save PP. Shadow Ball and Sebi more or less do the same amount of damage when fired by Kadabra, because it's either 65 time, plus 50% or 80 without stab. Like Psybeam still does more, but like the difference is very small. Alright, then we have some trainers here. Okay, Black Flute. Where is it? It's definitely here. Okay, there. It just might come in handy. This also will come in handy. This is where we get the focuses. Magneton is leveling up nicely. Oh, Power Herb, sorry. Where's the focuses then? Can't remember. Okay, what else do we have? We have... What trainers have I not been able to do so far? We have the ones here to do for now. That's great. Let's go do them. Let's buy the Rage Candy Bar. This is a yes-no question. It is not a shop. Therefore, it's allowed. And honestly, it sounds like it's a busted item. I really wish instead of a Graveler we could have gotten a Rhydon, because it's basically just Golem but not fully evolved. Okay, Spark. Sonic Boom isn't really that good by now. So we can just get rid of that. Elixir. Pidgeotto. So let's use the magnet. We register him too. And 3 more trainers. One more, 2 more trainers. And last trainer. Okay. Level 24. No. I'll have to see what I can do about Claire, but more or less our team is stacked. I just need to find an NPC that's willing to rematch me, so I can get my team all nice and ready, like level 40, especially the Magneton. The Magneton is really behind, because I could have gotten it way sooner. I could have gotten it by the time we did the lighthouse thing, but yeah, I got screwed over because I screwed myself over thinking that I could get Electabuzz, but turns out for the props you have to have the national dex, so that's annoying. Anyways, 39, 30, 40, 37, 36, 24. We can try the other trainers that could potentially rematch. What others are on Saturday? So Hiker Henry, that's Route 13. Ooh. Okay, Black Belt Kanji. It's a random day. Do I have him? Route 40... 45. No, it's in the... Yeah. We need to get to the last gym for that. Juggler Erwin. Okay, let's see. Will that guy rematch us? No. Says it's a random day. Like a random. Oh, that's gold silver. For hard gold and soul silver, he cannot be called for a rematch. That's stupid. What others are there? Saturday night, there's just the picnicker girl. There were some in the morning. Ian. Okay, so he's an Orgo. Then Camper Todd. Okay, it just reminds the player. Okay, yeah, so we just have to fight that girl. There are 2 others at Saturday night, but they're in Kanto, sadly. Route 15 and Route 27. Okay. Oh, we can fight here. Alright. Let's go fight here. Now the problem is you cannot use wait. If I remember correctly, oh, you can, okay, then that solves our issue. Actually not really, because stupid freaking ledges. Okay. The issue is you cannot call for a rematch. Okay. I forgot I have the Spiro on the team, not the Apom. So you cannot call for a rematch if you are in the same area as they are. Okay. I don't need the Croconaw right now on the team. The goal is to train the Magneton. Alright, let's see how this will go. Dance Pass, that's actually a very, very rare encounter. I'm surprised I got it. It's a 1% encounter. On Rocksmash it's more likely, but on just running through the cave, that's a 1%. Okay, revive, that's ginormous. I need to get 5 revives minimum before the league. Like, if I don't have 5 revives at least, I'm screwed. And here, the problem is I have to jump the ledge every time. Didn't say literally freaking tell me. Okay. I guess we'll get to Blackthorn and then I'll do the rematches. Okay. It is what it is. Alright, off we go. I'm not going to go through the cave though, I'm just ending the stream here. So this is the team. Basically second stage evolutions for the most part. And then I pick up HM Slave User. As for items so far, what I have scavenged: 12 potions, 5 antidotes, 4 paralyzed heals, 10 super potions, 8 hyper potions, 1 heal powder, 7 revives, I need at least 1 more, 8 to 10 would be how many revives you normally will need for a random first playthrough, like first challenge in a playthrough of the league. Then full heals, has some max potions and full restores. Let me use the carbos on the Kadabra. The HP up on the Crocono. The protein on the Crocono too. And I also have one max revive. I think on items we're doing well. Now, if I stream tomorrow, we do have Sunday afternoon battles with Picnicker Gina. Then we have a Sunday afternoon with Fisherman Tally in this route here. And there are some Sunday morning, there is one in the national park. So that will more or less have to decide when I stream again. If I want to make the most of it, because I need to farm some experience. Normally I wouldn't, but yeah. And I don't want to just sit here and farm experience in the grass for 20 hours. So Gina will end up with level 30 Skiploom, 36 Jumpluff and 55 Venusaur. Okay. If we rematch here enough. Then Tally ends up with Seeking Quillfish 41, 50 and 53. Then the one in the national park ends up with Vileplume and Marowak at level 54. Yeah, that might actually be the best option out of the bunch. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you all next time, whenever that will be. And we are hopefully going to get through the league. But the game is easy. Like on the Twitch channel, I even have like a sort of me just completely destroying Lance's level 50 Dragonite with a Butterfree. That was like level 40 or something, 42 or 44, just completely destroying it. It didn't even get to touch me. So it's very easy, just some very key battles like Lance, Karen or Claire. Those three are the scary battles. Every other battle is pretty much a pushover. Anyways, see you all next time.